So here we are in Enniscorthy. It's one of my favourite towns in the whole of Wexford. And I know I'm biased, but it's beautiful. You've got a beautiful castle here that overlooks the whole town. It's a medieval town, so when you come here, you have small little spider streets all the way through the town. But we're here to see a very special pub and to meet a very special man that's going to give you loads of history to Ireland and to Enniscorthy. And it's let's go in and meet him. So I walked in and I saw this wall. What is it? You told me it's the foundation of the castle.
I told you it was plasticine to take a run at it.
Yeah, but I wasn't doing that. So.
It's a solid rock foundation underneath Enniscorthy Castle, and was once upon a time a quarry. And I don't know, perhaps they used the rock to build the walls of the castle. And
it's like a great talking point. The pub itself dates back to
1734. First pub in Enniscorthy, first licensed pub, and huge history in that. Over 9 different families over almost 300 years. It's gone from different families, different names. It was the Bear Inn, it was the Cotton Tree, it was Seamus Rafters, it's now Holohan's, the Cotton Tree. It's, yeah, and the Cotton Tree being a tree that was outside on the bridge cut down in 1990, and a monument to 1798. Massive battle outside the door here and inside the pub, and Enniscorthy in flames.
But you know that saying that you hear is like, if the walls could talk.
And sometimes they do, and they're scared of it.
Yeah, I know. But it's not great.
You get the willies in the place at night. My daughter, sometimes she'd be here and say, "Oh, somebody was here today," and she straightened herself and you got a shiver up my back. And yeah.
But like, what's actually happened in these 4 walls over the years is remarkable. Like, I mean, if you go back to like Seamus Rafter and like, tell us a bit of the story about him.
Seamus, commandant of the Irish Volunteers. He was the publican here from 1908 until his sad demise in 1918. He was sentenced to death for his activities in 1916. He eventually...
Easter Rising and all
Easter Rising. He was commandant and he had 600 men under him in Enniscorthy. And in the lead up to 16...
This was the second biggest rising, though, wasn't it? Dublin was one.
Dublin and then Enniscorthy. And Enniscorthy was the last to surrender.
That's right.
So, in the lead up to it, he would have been in the organising of the national attempt to cause this rising, and would have been dealing with other commandants such as Padraig Pearse, such as Sean T. O'Kelly, and all of those I don't know who else, massive amounts of commandants around the country. Liam Mellows, there's a whole load of them. And they were all meeting here from time to time. And then he would go to meetings that they were hosting in their places.
That's a great part of our history, isn't it?
To see people believe in something so much, to understand what they're facing, the consequence of what they're doing, and regardless, still go and challenge it, face it down. That to me is, an incredible hero.
And that brings me back to the importance of the pubs of Ireland. And the pubs of Ireland, like, it's not necessarily about going in and having pints. It's part of it, but it's that. It's meeting people, talking. It's a meeting place.
It's an exchange, and if you go back 290 years, what they exchanged with each other was, possibly local engagements that you could gain from, or you need to meet somebody. You need a guy with a shovel in the morning going to the pub. You need a fellow with a contract for something significant in the county. You meet him in the pub.
Tell me about this book here, The Kidnapped.
Kidnapped, yeah. A young man, James Ansley. His dad died when young James was aged 11, and he was to inherit his father's lands and title, and he disappeared and at age 11. And he arrived back in Enniscorthy in 1743 and arrived into the Bear Inn, which is this place. And he claimed that he had been robbed and his titles had been robbed from the Earl of Anglesey and his lands. And he was sold as a slave up in...
But I wonder how he proved that.
Yeah. We have the court case.
Okay.
We have the files of the court case.
Oh, wow.
Right. So this is not drummed up.
Yeah. No.
So the files of the court case, which are actually quite tedious and heavy. It's a file that thick of witnesses who remembered him and who saw his journey and were able to recount for him what had happened. So that book was written by Robert Louis Stevenson 140, 50 years later because of the notoriety of that case. So the son of the Earl of Anglesey is sold as a slave, sent to the Caribbean, makes his way back to Ireland, comes into a pub at a meeting and says, I've been wronged, and the person who wronged me was my uncle.
My God. Not your uncle.
No, my uncle.
No, but it's crazy.
So like, and there's 2 books relating to this little pub in the middle of a small town in the southeast of Ireland that just you don't believe how big and how influential they are, you know. And there's so many other little pubs around like it, you know.
So we've talked about you doing music on a Wednesday evening, but you obviously do music on other days as well.
Yeah, I'll hit it with, you know, the likes of a Saturday night, even a Sunday afternoon. Now we're picking up a few. And I go for a different type of music, something that's a little bit out there, but something with quality. It has to be quality and there's loads of it there. You know, yeah, there's loads of it there, and I enjoy music, and my family are music background too. You know.
Give us a line of it. Go on.
You sure?
Yeah.
Not going to clear the house.
Then we might cut it, but anyway, we'll see how it goes.
I went to take the warming air, all in the morning hours, and there I saw a maiden, and I heard her mournful cry. Oh, what will mend my broken heart? I've lost my laughing boy.
Hey.
Sinead.
Superb. Absolutely brilliant. Brilliant. Really good. So if you're in Enniscorthy, make sure you pop into Holohan's pub. It's right on the corner of the bridge, right beside the cotton tree. It's right on the corner. It's a fantastic place. And it's definitely a place to see live music, listen to the historical part of Enniscorthy.